Hi, it's Randy Weingarten again, president of the AFT, with this week's update. Now, we've talked a lot about the consequences and the effects of that big tax bill last summer and what it meant to Medicaid and SNAP and student debt. This is now the time where you can see how it affects you. The public service loan forgiveness programs, which have provided student debt relief for educators, healthcare professionals, and others who serve our communities, it still exists in some form, but the repayment plans have changed significantly. The SAVE plan is ending. Most of the other income-driven repayment plans are being phased out, and this new option, the quote, repayment assistance plan, launches on July 1st. It's not as good as the others were. Parent Plus borrowers also face a big deadline of July 1st, after which new Parent Plus loans will lose access to income-driven repayment and PSLF entirely. It's confusing, it's stressful, it's worse than it was before, and we, the AFT, we're committed to making sure you have accurate, up-to-date information to protect your path to debt relief. Visit aft.org/PSLF. You can also register for upcoming online AFT student debt clinics. 600 people joined us this week for a student debt webinar to learn how to navigate this changing landscape, and we will continue to fight and we will continue to press ahead to try to get affordable college. Now, at the same exact time, the federal government did something really terrible in Minnesota and Minneapolis. They indicted 15 people, including teachers. They criminalized freedom of speech and peaceful protest, which are the cornerstones of our democracy. We will stand up for our members. We will stand up for those who stood up for immigrants and in the operations that happened in Minnesota. But this is a very, very dark moment. Another dark moment happened this week with the Department of Education moving all the work for special needs kids and the work for civil rights to both the Department of Health and Human Services, RFK, who believes that vaccines cause autism, and to the Department of Justice, which seems to be weaponizing and undermining all civil rights. Now, we will fight this, but we're going to have to fight it in elections. And so we will keep on doing everything we can right now in the court of public opinion, but we really, really have to fight this kind of reckless decision-making when it comes to November. On some good news fronts, I want to announce a couple of fantastic new contracts, 3 in fact. The Kansas City Federation of Teachers secured a 5% raise for teachers, counselors, librarians, school nurses, secretaries, and children and child nutrition staff. In Boston, educators and staff at Codman Academy just negotiated their first ever collective bargaining agreement in the school's history. It's going to give the staff a real voice. And in New Jersey, our healthcare workers, HPAE, settled a contract at Virtua Memorial Hospital. It's the 14th contract in a row where HPAE won safe staffing provisions. It's a great example of solution-driven and union-driven activism. And as the country commemorates Juneteenth, let us rededicate ourselves to the ongoing fight for social justice and racial equity. We have a lot of Juneteenth resources on Share My Lesson. I hope you enjoy the day tomorrow and honor the day tomorrow. And of course, this weekend, I want to wish a happy Father's Day to all the fathers and the father figures. I hope you have a special day. And just a point of personal privilege, that Knick game was awesome. The first NBA championship in 53 years. I remember watching the last one with my father so many years ago. So even if it's not your team, the Spurs played amazingly as well. But even if the Knicks are not your team, give them props for coming back from 29 points down to win Game 4 and from the awesome win in Game 5. Anything is possible if you work hard enough. That light still shines. Thank you for all making a difference in others' lives, and I'll see you next week.